Hello, hello. I am here. It is time for the dueling and the playing of games. How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna be hopping into some Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist. Um, we're gonna take it chill, and there is no reason to ever get annoyed at a video game. I want you to keep that in mind as we go into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those games that, like, you can sit there for 5 minutes not doing anything. Um, Yu-Gi-Oh! Indeed, you can sit there for 5 minutes not feeling like you're getting to do anything, and that's just a part of the experience. But we will be enjoying ourselves regardless. For sure. So let's hop right into them. Just to review what we're looking at, what we're working with. This is a pile. We have some removal options. Most of them are not good. Most of them are going to should be getting cut sooner or later, but we also have a number of tuners that we're hoping to go into, like Goyo Predator. Goyo Predator is really the big one, but Parshath is there if we can. We may not be able to do that one, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. We've got some lockout pieces, and we've gotten this deck to the point where the majority of it can be special summoned. And the question becomes mostly what to do with those. So, let us get into things. Ooh, there we go. Hello, hello. Okay, we are going to go first. Having the opportunity to do any amount of setup is hugely important. And this is a hand that could theoretically do things. I'm not offended by this hand. That's kind of huge. We're gonna go with Performapal Whip Snake. We could get an Xyz or a higher level monster, but with the Medolke in hand. Oh, this only works if I have no monsters in graveyard. Oh, we might be in trouble. I need to make sure that I understand what my cards do. Yeah. I'm probably going to see it in a moment here. This is about to be bad. Oh, yeah, we're getting FTK'd. I don't feel the need to sit through this. We have no way of interacting, and they're gonna win. Alright. And be aware, that's how the majority of our duels are gonna go. And that's fine. the uh, majority of decks have a way to win within a turn or two of the start of the game. And that's something we are consistently going to have to wrangle with. Okay. We have a floodgate. We can't get her out. We're probably going Trident Warrior into Banisher. And then I don't know what we're doing from there. Okay. That's not good. But the fact that they weren't able to actually do anything is a great sign. Okay, this is really good. We'll special Modolke Pitting-Assessor. See if that gets them to do anything. Okay, great. I assume they're going to summon a Blue Eyes. I'm not actually sure how we're going to deal with them having summoned a Blue Eyes, but they will have summoned a Blue Eyes. No, that just gives about ritual stuff. I think we're just summoning Didaradont and figuring it out from there. What I really need is a spell trap removal. What are you gonna do with all your ice and blue? I'm starting to wonder if I should have made Didaratant at all. I would have left more bodies for me to potentially use next turn. Okay, that's fair. We probably have lost this game. Because we have to answer the Blue Eyes, the Jet Dragon, before we can answer anything else. And I don't think we can. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and concede. That's good enough. Even if not that turn, they had us sooner or later. We simply don't have the ability to maneuver in that sort of situation. Oh, I meant to hit going first. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. Okay. This is... What are you doing, my friend? Are you doing anything? Oh, they played a card. That counts. They played a card. Oh, their connection failed. Alas, and too bad. Whatever shall they do? Shop time! Wait. Normal pack. Wait. Where's the master pack? Master pack, down there. It's got its own section now. They really don't want you opening these, I guess. Okay. Swords of Concealing Light. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Gaia, who cares? You can detach one material from this card. Your opponent randomly chooses a card, and if it's a number monster, you special summon it as with that as material, but you banish it? What the heck? No. Get that out of here. Okay, that would be great if we had equip spells that we were running. But Clock Tower Prison is not a card we're playing. And it only destroys our own stuff. We don't have blue eyes. Okay, I can't protect any Necroz cards if I don't have any Necroz cards. Champion's Vigilance. If I control a level 7 or higher normal monster. No, I'm not controlling level 7 or higher normal monsters. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Alright. Lord Poison... honestly, could be a whole lot worse. If we had more plant monsters, we might consider it. Leotor. It's a 2000 attack point beater, which I don't think is good enough, honestly. Gladiator Beast support. Insector Gigaweevil. Does nothing. Or at least does it cares it's Insector support, which we don't have or care about. Alright. So let's slot in this Swords of Concealing Light and move on with our days, shall we? I think what is probably coming out is this Sinful Spoils struggle. Because this is exclusively like a, ooh, I tricked you into popping my card. So that's probably what we cut. Yeah, that's definitely what we're cutting. Perfect. we're happy with that. One upgrade for the deck is perfect. Getting into our next round, and we're going to remember to pick first if we get to choose.
Yes.
Ooh, Kaiser Force Raider? Edge and Sabers. What a hand! Do I actually have any water monsters I can synchro? Or is this just a dead synchro? No, I don't. This is the dead tuner. But it is a extra monster on the field, which I'm not going to complain about, certainly. Okay. Do I just dump my hand this turn? Probably? Let's do Kaiser Force Raider. We'll set the Sabers, not summon the Squire, set these other two traps, and then pass. No. Oh, that must be the new thing. Okay. They're on Labyrinth. Okay. Uh-huh. Sending a trap tray. Yeah. Just kind of doing the combo. Sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Where are we going from here? Summoning. Muckraker. Uh-huh. Getting back. There we go. Sure. Why not? Is this as far as they can go? Surely I'm missing something here. Surely I'm missing something here. No, something's wrong. But what am I missing? It only cares about buy your normal trap, buy your normal trap. Nothing. I do, but that's one of the things we're least likely to get. To get that, what I would really need is the ability to, like, chain together more cards. Sure. That's fine. Uh-huh. We are chilling for now. We seem to be alright. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ooh, what do I pop here? I think I'm comfortable popping the Lab. No, this is what's allowing them to keep going. Alright. Seems to be going fine. Infib is fine. Uh-huh. So they're negating, and Lab will let them special summon a fiend monster from their hand, but they don't have any? Oh, or graveyard. But they already did Ariane, and they already did Ariana. No, they didn't do Ariane. They just did Ariana, but Ariane doesn't do anything unless... Or no, they did Aria? Brr. Okay. We're just gonna summon Space Dragster as a tribute fodder. I think this deck of theirs is really well equipped to fight normal decks. It might be really well equipped to fight normal decks, but mine is simply too bad for it to function properly. Like, they're looking for me to try and, like, remove things via effects, and... I don't know why. Oh, yep, okay. That's them based near about conceding. Really. Yeah, okay. That's expected. Alright, that was an actual deck we just won against. I don't think we played especially well there. I think maybe I should have tried to pop the Lab instead of what I did pop, but I also suspect if I did that, honestly, it would have gone worse. They needed to be able to get and keep material on board, and what we ended up targeted forced them to not do that. And so I think we ultimately made the right call there. Oh, it requires I return a Springen's monster, which I don't have. Machine exceeds. Okay, that theoretically could be good, except I'm reasonably confident that that's bad. Ritual monster, Cyanide Ritual. See, that's good if we have other Blackwings. Ooh. Now that's interesting. A lot of them are old. Some of them are not, but it's very stylized. So this is non-targeting removal for whatever our opponents are on. The problem is, if you're gonna be running something like Jizakiro, you kind of desperately need to be able to run over it, and I'm not sure we can. Otherwise, you're just giving them a huge guy. Altergeist. You control this card that was linked summoned using Cyberse Wizard? No. This card is destroyed by battle, or you can special summon a Cyberse Wizard. Okay, so it's just a 2400 link 3? Okay, I don't hate that. Oh, that's just the frame. That's just the frame they use. They've been using the same... Unlike Magic, which updated its frame several times, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been very consistently the same frame. Pinekono! We don't have Acorno, so we cannot use Pinekono. At least not effectively. Okay, that's bad. Codebreaker 0 Day. Okay, that's an interesting tech piece, but not what we need. And that is a bad normal monster. Okay, so we have some interesting cards, but none that I really think are great. I'll pick that up, sure. Oh. Are there any other temporary things I should be looking at? Okay. That involves getting cards. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, I got a legacy pack ticket from my missions. I'll spend that. I don't know, I could do that. Give me one more legacy pack, please. Okay, unusable. Bad? Bad. Bad. Not a good card. Okay, let's see if any of these cards are usable. There were a handful that were promising, like Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. But I'm reasonably confident I don't have the Blackwings to make it good. Yeah, I just have one other Blackwing, and it's not a useful one to run of itself. And I don't want to run a card that can recover a card that can recover a card that is just not good. Like, yes, recovery is a valuable thing to have, but too high a cost. This is literally just incredibly useless. Okay. As I suspected, I'm not actually running any other plants. Jizukiru. Okay, this is a 2400. This is a 2500. Yeah, we only managed to swing over our own Jizukiru by getting all the way to our highest level of synchro, which we aren't able to do often. I don't think we can afford to play this card right now, even though I really want to. So what we're going to do is I will favorite that, and we will move on for now. Because none of the rest of these are worth running. I don't have any spring-ins. Alright, right back into it then. We will go first. Swords of Concealing Light. We're gonna hold that. Oh, this is a unfortunate hand for our opponent. Because we're gonna be able to start with a Banisher and just sit on it. We're gonna hold this Swords, because what we want to do is stop whatever our opponent is doing. How do you feel about my macro on a stick? Oh, they're having connection issues. Well, we did get to play, so if they end up DCing, we're going to count this as victory. They're on Ashen? Okay. Ashen summons stuff to my field, right? Yeah. Which might actually mean they have a clean answer to my Banisher if what they do, like, tribute summons like, tributes my stuff, but I have no idea. Yeah, the theory of these cards is you're supposed to, like, make a dragon on your opponent's side of the... give your opponents a big dragon that then, like, blows up their board or something. But they have not factored in the Banisher, I can tell. Pop your own guy, sure. What did that do for them? Why did they do this? They must have activated it and realized too late that they couldn't do anything with it. Sorry, friend. The defense position you go. I think we probably will have this guy locked down. I might be willing to sack this Banisher in order to win the game. In order to, for the Zabor to just push through damage. Yeah, we are kind of in an ideal situation here. Get tapped nerd, that's so good. I think... yeah, I think I'm comfortable stacking the Banisher in order to just get in for... because he's just gonna turn it back to attack position and blow up my Banisher next turn anyway, unless I do something about it, so I could theoretically Swords it and push through damage anyway. Or just hold on the Banisher until they have nothing. But I think they've already blown through enough of their resources. Yeah, see, this is real bad for them. I don't think they realize that... yeah, they're gonna suffer for trying to Fireball here. They might... if they have another starter in hand, they might be able to do things. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay. Sure. Goes to the bottom. What is that gonna do for you, friend? My guy does nothing. It is, as the Magic players say, a French vanilla. It does nothing after it's basically a normal monster once it's on the field. For a certain use of the word French vanilla. I understand there's two different ways, two different things people refer to as French vanilla. Oh, hey. That's funny. Do they? Yeah, they still don't have a way to do anything about that. We're just gonna go to battle. I have not. Are they really gonna keep the firewall? Yeah, show me. I'd love to see it. Okay. Sure. Where do you go from here? What does this do for you? Okay. Suppose they are blockers. Can't argue with that. This is hilarious. I forgot I put this that this was existed. What a good card. Oh, come on now, don't DC on me now. Alright, hold on, I will set him so that I can get the Penguin Squire out as well. Oh, that was a mistake on my part, okay. Oops. I should have just gone for the Justice Bringer and stuck with it. Royal Firestorm Guards, of course. I think it's kind of incredible how good Royal Firestorm Guards is if you can get it going. Unfortunately, it's too little too late by quite a margin. But also I totally misread Penguin Squire. I should have just stuck with the Justice Bringer. I'm kind of annoyed by that. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, that's the second proper game win tonight? That's great. Poor guy playing Ashen. That is such a bad deck. You know, at the same time, though, I say, poor guy, also respect. Like, Ashen is a terrible deck, why are you playing it? Like, go off king, I guess? I don't know what to tell you there. No, he had way too many of the cards. Oh, no. No. Oh, hey. A funny bunny. Yeah, he had way too much of the Ashen quote-unquote engine to just be doing like a Masochist thing. Nothing. Oh, what's this? Oh. That could be usable at some point. Possible, I suppose. Oh. Nope. Cannot declare attack unless I banish a card from my yard. I have exactly 3 banished cards, I can special summon it. No, I'm just not banishing that way. Memento, memento, memento. Okay, that could be interesting. Also. Okay. Not good, but interesting at least. I'm so glad we can complete normal summons. Perform normal summons as a quest objective. That's so important to me. Okay, I did forget sometime back. There was a generic... Yeah, that guy. We can include him in the extra. I'm gonna include this guy in my extra, probably. There are a couple of Dark Spellcasters in the deck, so he's not unmakeable. And if I make him with Magician of Dark Illusion, I can make the Magician again. It's not good, but it's usable, and that's kind of enough. That's the sort of thing, that's the sort of card advantage we can hope to get in this deck is, okay, I guess I can, if I chain these couple of cards together, they work well enough that I can make the damage I need. I'll go first. We are Car. Car. Ooh! That's a rock, not a spellcaster, unfortunately, but this seems very useful as a hand. We're gonna special summon the Researcher, or if set Researcher, then we're gonna set 2 other cards and pass. Yeah. Unfortunately, doesn't matter. It would still be a trap card even if I specialed it. Okay. Oh, we're about to get 10-fied on. Okay. No wonder they were happy to go second. We're about to get 10-fied all over. I don't need to sit through this, actually. I'm realizing I can just concede. Yeah. I don't need to sit through that. I will lose. I can respect that. I'm gonna get FDK'd. Okay, this is a good hand. We can work for this. I think we set Guard Dragon Justicia? No, we don't need to do Penguin Squire now. I'm starting to think Penguin Squire might be a trap. I'm starting to have a bunch of monsters whose effects on field I actually care about. Okay. So they're probably on the structure deck then. They're probably on the Link structure deck, which means we have a good chance here. Because it has a bunch of cards. That deck has a ton of cards that just don't win you the game. Just had to double check that cared about attack, not defense, because it would mean if they had gone into a Link monster and it cared about defense, then I wouldn't get anything, which is annoying. Okay. Sure. This is happening. Come at me. Yup. So amusingly, I don't want to go into Didaratant or Goyo Predator immediately because this won't be destroyed by battle by them. So we're gonna summon Victoria and then go to combat and then deal with whatever else? Sure. You can take my Metal Morph, I don't care. Okay, it's not a battle trap, which is honestly the one thing I was kind of worried about, was that whatever it was they had might be a battle trap. Alright, we should be in a winning position here. It looks like they've mixed some of the... Like, I don't know where they pulled the obnoxious Celtic Guard from. It looks like this is not just the starter deck. But at that rate, I'm wondering what it is. If not the starting deck, then what? check something in my deck right quick, actually. Rock. Yeah, that's the only other rock or reptile in the deck, I think. So there's no reason to summon it in attack position. Okay. Sure, you have successfully fended us off for a couple of turns. Yep. Dimension Slice is a great card for us here, just because, frankly, it's something to do. No. I probably should have, but who cares? I might, because it means it would mean I could push through damage later, but I also don't. And that's not an effect I was planning on. Oh wait, no, it negates the effects if I flip it face up. Something about this person tells me that all this is very intentional. Like, they have this Gerhardt thing, they have limiter removal base. Like, they're not just running, they have this card slate, they're not just running the default stuff. They're doing this for a reason. The question is why? Sure, obnoxious Celtic card again. Okay, I've been gifted a second opportunity to pull out the Squire. Thus, so I don't have to deal with it. Honestly, give them fewer materials, make it so they have to work for it. Because there was a chance they were planning to just go for like a straight up regular Blue Eyes next turn or the like, and I can't be having that. That would be aggravating. Could have made Squire a 4 though. Okay. We're learning about this card, team. We're learning about this card. Making sure. It has been a minute since we have touched this deck. We are having to relearn how to make it function best. And in the meantime, I think our opponent might be losing. We have one more turn of swords. I say might be like I don't know it. Okay. Interesting card choice. I assume you're gonna swing over my squire. I also assume that was their draw for turn, because otherwise it's a little strange they didn't play this sooner. Oh. No, they're tributing it? 4 turret warrior. Yeah. You want to kill my penguin soldier, or do you want to waste time on my mad hacker? Ooh, planning to kill both. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll activate. Take pieces out from under them, even if it's not, they're not the best. Uh-huh. And a widespread ruin will do it. That's exactly what we need to turn this game around. We still have swords, so I can't attack, so might as well just pass. Alright. This is perfect. This might be another... For the record, this might be another Masochist deck. A very different style of Masochist, but I would believe it. Yeah, we're gonna widespread ruin you. Sorry, bud. Okay. Yup. Wouldn't have... It doesn't actually save you, unfortunately. Ooh, and a Vampire Scarlet Scourge. That's gonna seal the deal right there. Yo! We're gonna attribute the Reptia Egg. Oh, I could have made a Didaraton, but oh well. Okay. Sure. Won't save you. But I suppose if it helps. Ooh, if I just hold another turn, I might be able to go for Nirvana High Paladin. No, that's greedy. That's greedy. I shouldn't. Can I not? Huh, okay. Good thing I didn't try then. Guess I can't, exceed. Oh, that was stupid of me. I just wasn't paying any sort of attention whatsoever. Because right now we're just kind of waiting. This is highest defense, right? What's that in this case? Ooh, the Scarlet Scourge. Okay, fine. Do it. Yep, we'll go ahead and activate our Dragster. We're gonna go for Nirvana this turn, and it's gonna either win us the game or not. It's just really about the state of it. I'm still not allowed to. I'm not allowed to go for Nirvana. Why can't I? Does it require lights or some stupid thing? No. Oh, it requires synchro monsters. Okay, that makes sense. Can I go for a 6 or an 8 here? I can go for a... Oh, I can't. Okay. Didaratant then. This is honest Yu-Gi-Oh! Might be not great Yu-Gi-Oh, but it is honest at least. Alright, sure. Top of my guy, why not? It buys you a turn. Koyo Predators are coming on, that's why, yeah, that's rough. Okay, cool. Just swing in, just keep swinging, it'll be fine, we will have them in a turn or two. Surely, right? Nothing else to do here. Do they just concede? Okay, it's been a very good match. I can respect them letting me have the final attack. We will grant them a swift death. Okay, actually, no, I'll show them one more stupid card that I'm playing. A player like that will respect it. But that was a good match. We had a good one. I will be amazed if we get all the way up to silver tonight, but that's bad. That's also bad. I'm glad I don't have to consider these when I'm trying to decide what to put into my deck. Pack. One master pack. Let us find out what's inside. Marincess Sleepy Maiden. This is nothing. It would be something if I had Marincesses, but it's no, I don't, so it's not. Oh. So it's a monster that I can summon, that I contribute to make tokens that burn when destroyed. That's not worth. Oh hey, we just fought this guy. We don't have any heroes in our graveyard, so it's not worth playing, nor do we have heroes we're fusion summoning. But we're actually starting to get a decent little collection of heroes. It might be worth visiting at some point. Okay. That's not gonna do it. Just hero good. Oh, Magister of Endymion. Okay. Time a spell card is activated. Only that one, you can only special summon the one that it can be place spell counter on, so not my Didaratant. This is vague enough that it could be useful, but specific enough that it's not useful now. But similarly, I don't think we're playing the spellcasters to support that. Sun Avalon! Yeah. No. Yo! That's a card we can play. Straight up brain control? We can figure out how to use that. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at what we can do here. Okay, we're definitely running brain control. I'm not sure what we're taking out for it yet. Possibly Mad Hacker, but that's not a great thought. Probably Watt Pheasant. It's one of the cards that does the least here. Yeah, probably Watt Pheasant. It has its uses, but it's not great. Or it could be Edge Imp Sabers. This does a ton in certain decks. Harvester's just a 2100 defender. That is not a 4, so he doesn't help me make Didaratant or Goyo Predator. That's looking like our most likely target. Okay, let's take a look at what we have heroes. Because we have this other hero. So with this running Poisoner and Liquid Soldier. I can't help but think it wouldn't do enough. I don't think it does enough to be worth including, because Poisoner only really has an effect if I contribute Liquid Soldier for it. And Liquid Soldier only really has an effect if Poisoner's already in the graveyard. So I think, unfortunately, that makes neither of them good for me. And because Lady Heat's certainly not contributing, Dread Servant's not contributing. Heaven forbid I somehow find myself playing Masked Hero Faber. I have a remarkable number of these. Why do I have so many of these? Anki's actually like a card. Why do I have Wake Up? wild that I have this. And a Miracle Fusion. Right, I keep forgetting how many of these stupid cards I have. Ugh. Okay, so there's no reason to run Miracle Fusion because none of these I can't run any of these. 2 of them require mask change specifically. And the other one is a Neos Fusion, so I don't have to care about that. So we're probably still... So we're still passing on heroes for now. Oh, no. This does do spell counter things. This also does do spell counter things. That's true. I still don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's good enough. It would require that I'm running... like, either swinging in with this 1500 attack point guy, which is not happening. And this pendulum effect is kind of useless to me. Like, I honestly might run it if I had any spell counter spell counter pendulum guys. Unfortunately, I don't, and so I don't think I will be. And yeah, Infinite Track Harvester is going. That's unfortunate and interesting. I would love to be able to run it. Because that's the sort of, like, material to start an engine that I need to make this deck run. Like, that's the sort of, like, oh, if you do this, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. That's the sort of thing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Lives and dies by. And that's so close. Magister of Endymion is gonna be one we're gonna have to watch. It is one we're gonna have to watch because... Woo! Hello, hello! How's everybody doing this evening? Appreciate you dropping in. We are just doing some Master Duel Masochist. Okay. Did they give me first? That's not a good sign. Yeah. We're just gonna set some cards on the field and let our opponent go. Hopefully we survive with one of these guys. If so, we can get Grimson going. If not, we can get Necromancer going, and maybe we have a target for that. Who knows? Okay. We're about to get FDK'd. Let me tell you that. They're about to make 10s and try and run us over with a massive train. But I think that does require they actually hit us with the giant train. And if I'm correct on that, if that's the case, oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, okay. We'll activate in response. I'm not sure what the monster it is that they need to attack with is, but that hopefully is it. If not, we've lost, but that's okay. It's a fair loss, it's a fair loss. Yeah, it's as I feared. That was not the one they were going to swing in with. Shockingly, doesn't have piercing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a concession there. Alright then. Once more. Once and only once. Well, I don't know about only once. Depends on how quickly these goes. You saw right there that these things can last 2 minutes or that they can go 20. Okay. Not the greatest opener. If I can draw a 3 for, oh right, I'm going first. Yeah, okay. Setting Metalmorph on the off chance that I can survive something I otherwise wouldn't by having it, or else that like they hit it rather than my anti-magic prism given the opportunity. Okay. Are we going for the classic set 2 path? What's happening here? You clearly look to be an invested player just based on your sleeves and everything. Okay. Assault Wyvern. Sure. Probably going into Triton Warrior next turn if I'm lacking any other plays. Ooh, Mario Kutai. I'm really tempted to play it, even though it's a terrible idea. Actually, is it? No, if I go Trident Warrior, I can sync with the researcher in order to make a Goyo Predator, and that is better. But I can do both because Mario Kutai is a 3. Oh my dear. Yo. I didn't even think about that. This is card advantage in Yu-Gi-Oh, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the game is played. Yep, we'll take it. Okay, sure. I can't really complain about that. It's a little annoying, but, like, though that's just the sort of thing where that happened. That's fine. Where are you coming? Who you gonna try and get? Yup. Knew we would have to use that as a card advantage piece at some point. No, I'll just negate it. I don't need to play around with letting them get a little bit of advantage back and then trying to take it from them later. I should just prevent them from getting the advantage in the first place. Let's attack first. Do things in the proper order. All in good times. All in good time. Every field has little clicky things like that. It's kind of great. Now, are they actually going to do anything, or are they hoping I can see it out of boredom? Digit card, surely. Alright, conceding, that's fine. I respect that. They put up a good fight, but I don't really see how they came back from that. If they started to really make moves again, I had more things to do to them. Which sounds bad when you say it that way, but is true. So let's open the legacy pack, shall we? Oh? Oh, this is not a good Pendulum's card. This is a bad Pendulum card. Yeah. Kino Tama. Oh. No. Rainbow Veil. Huh. Not good, but interesting. That would be good if I had the pieces to make it work. That one almost looks good. This doesn't do anything. Oh, it might. I'll have to look. I'll have to look. Oh, Sunseed Genus Loci. I'd have to actually look at that, unfortunately, because it does interact with the Sun Avalon card that we pulled. That's... no. Well... it is a negate. It's just a straight monster negate while you have no monsters in the yard. That... could be worthwhile. Worth experimenting with, at least, I think. That's Malefics. Who cares? Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't have Dark the Dark Charmer. That's really... would be really neat to have, though. Oh, that's nothing. That one's using 6 Samurai monsters, and that's not something we have. What is going on over here? Sure. We have basically unlimited money, I might as well. Just because we're not spending money nearly as fast as we're getting it. But it really bugs me if we end up with a bunch of, like, gems sitting in our gift box. So to compensate, I've just decided that I can't have, that I'm not going to have any compunctions about just buying things. Okay, so this only... That only does things with the Sunseed genus Loci if I have other related cards in my deck already. That's good to know because it means I can ignore the whole lot of them. Madolkin Knights. Wait, Pudding Sis, is that? I have Petting Sisor. I respect that, honestly. If you did that, I don't think anybody would blame you in the slightest. Okay, I have exactly 2 other fire monsters. No, we're just gonna not. I don't think we can. I think we cut Wash Pheasant. And probably the Penguin Squire. Is that really what we're doing? I could maybe cut the Hannibal Necromancer. Gusto Falco? Or I could cut Reptia Egg without feeling bad about it. Yeah, let's cut the wait, what else am I adding here? Oh yes, Fire Kingland Folly. No, I think we're good. I don't think we need... I don't think this works the way I want, because it requires... I think it requires me to have a fire to deal with here. Because it's an and. So I think that's it, unfortunately. Okay, once more under the breach. You should try it. That's a good and valid reason to play this game. Is because you're like, oh, that looks cool. You do not need to understand all the facets of everything that's happening in this game to start. It can just be an experiment you try. And if you have questions, I'm willing to answer them too. Watching me play a deck like this is honestly a totally reasonable way to learn how the mechanics of the game work, if not the actual decks that you would want to be playing. But you've seen enough of me playing against decks that are actually playing the game to understand that, like, okay, these cards want you to do whatchamacallit to get, wants you to play cards to get to the other cards, to get to the cool things. And that is accurate. Okay, we know there's a dark magician among them because you just put one among them. Or an apprentice illusion magician, sorry. But wait. Oh. Oh yeah, you're just getting ready to... Why'd you put it on top if you're getting ready to throw it down to the... Oh, it's just gonna stay on the top. Okay, sure, whatever. Chaos form. Oh. Okay. That was not the turn I expected from my opponent. I expected it to be. I kind of expected them to do something. Instead, we're going to do our best to cut them off of resources. I'm well aware that this could backfire on me easily. Yeah, I don't have to fear having that attack position because I can change it. And also because it's funny to hit them for 200 with the Berry Girl. Also because it means I get to dare them to hit me with their baby. Or to hit their own baby. They must murder a child in order to get through me. I wasn't aware it was a child. The horrors of war had not yet been visited upon me. Sure. Is that a quick play? Yes, it is. That means we have the opportunity here to clear off the dark magical circle before he starts banishing my stuff. They grab fusion summon. Gotcha. Or ritual summon, sure, whatever. Uh-huh. Guessing that was a then activate. Oh, okay. It just delayed for some reason, okay. I feel no bad about having this fairy child hanging out. They're the one who decided to bring child soldiers into war. I'm just making them face the consequences of their actions. Yup. Copy that. I will make sure that that happens. Yup. That's not a thing I can stop or deal with. Uh-huh. Not yet, anyway. Okay. I've lost this, by the way, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. There's a chance I get like a metal morph. Like if I pull metal morph, then that does kinda do the trick. If Mad Hacker miraculously lives this somehow, that can do the trick. Sure. Are these actually have a negate on them? No? You just forgot about my Mad Hacker? That's fine. Okay, what do these do? Nothing now. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I could summon my Asthma Necromancer. What would I do with that? No, that's not a good idea right now. For both of those guys from the field. Oh, that might be bad. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Not much I could have done to prevent it, though. Yeah. Should have just left this in defense position. I'm gonna concede. I don't think I actually have a way out of this. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to be looking to get back to doing this regularly on Wednesdays. Or, I should be more specific, we're going to be getting to doing this more regularly every other Wednesday. Next week coming up, we have Chance of Thenar. We're finally going to finish on Sunday at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing Crime Simulator on Monday at 8 p.m. That is probably going to be a one-time stream. And after that, we'll probably be getting into another game which I believe I specified at some point, but whose name I cannot remember at this moment. Give me 1 second. Oh yes, In Stars and Time. That's a game I'm looking forward to playing. And then, of course, Wednesdays we're going to be alternating between this, and next week we're going to be doing the next episode of the Magic Progression series. I am really excited for you to see the Arabian Nights deck I've put together. I think it is going to be very good. Or if not good, at least entertaining. Appreciate everybody coming out. Don't forget to follow if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Good night.